Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Misner with businessnetworking.com. Today's topic is making a difference in somebody's life. You know, there's probably someone in your life that made a difference for you. It may have been when you were young, it may have been recently. I've certainly had people who've made a pretty big difference in my life. One of the earliest ones was actually in high school, a high school teacher. I went to Gladstone High School in the Azusa area of Southern California. And I had a teacher there my freshman year, Mr. Ramirez. And Mr. Ramirez taught history, and the history class was the class that selected the student council representative for the freshmen. And I had run for student council, I don't know how many times, particularly in junior high school. And I was decimated every time. It was not even remotely close. I was dead last in every election. And by the time I got to high school, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. So I had no intention of running. And Mr. Ramirez asked the class, he said, we picked the student council representative from the history class. And so are there any volunteers for the position who would like to do it? And nobody volunteered. Finally, some girl, one of the socias in the school, real popular, said, oh, Mr. Ramirez, I would do it, but I'm just so busy. I don't have the time to do something like that. And Mr. Ramirez was like, that's okay. You don't have to do it. He said, okay, so if no one's interested, as a teacher, I get to pick. So if you're okay with that, then I'm going to pick. And everyone was like, yeah, you go ahead and pick. And so he looked at me and he said, Ivan, I bet you would love to do this, wouldn't you? And I was like, wow, well, yeah, I kind of would, Mr. Ramirez. And then in unison, almost the entire class said, oh, no, not Ivan. I'm like, really? Really? You're going to say that? Even the girl who said she was too busy stood up and said, no, Mr. Ramirez, you know what? I'm not that busy. I can do it after all. And, of course, I'm sitting right there. And Mr. Ramirez looked at her and he said, nope, I asked if there were volunteers, there weren't. So I am going to do what I'm empowered to do, and I'm going to pick a representative, like I said, and I picked Ivan. He's the guy. And so the entire room was like, but his decision was final. And I was the student council representative. And let me tell you something. I worked hard, really hard in that role. And when it came up for election, an election mid-year, I ran, same class. I ran and won handily. As a matter of fact, I won every election in high school after that. Student council, activities director, ASB president, everyone. And it started with that one teacher seeing something in me. I, to this day, don't know what, but he saw something in me that said, I think he can do a good job, and he picked me. So what have you done for someone? How have you helped someone? I'd like to hear your story here. Or how has someone helped you? What have they done for you that has helped change your life? And let me tell you, that changed my life because it gave me so much more confidence, and it gave me projects that I could take from the beginning to the end and really develop some leadership skills. That made a huge difference in my life. What have you done for somebody, or what has someone done for you? I'd love for you to leave your story here on my blog. Thanks. This is Dr. Ivan Misner with businessnetworking.com.